So I wanted to ask you what your take is on the state of Warzone right now, because I just uninstalled it.
Dude, you
I
uninstalled?
uninstalled it. Yeah.
I can't knock you. Man, like they're just not doing anything to make it more enjoyable for us content creators. Like
Yeah.
at first the problem was skill-based matchmaking. Every lobby I got, like, because I like to consider myself a little bit above average. I'm pretty decent. So it's like for me, every lobby I get in when I'm streaming, it's a sweat lobby. So I can't just put on a show, have a little decent gameplay, and then entertain. It's I have to focus and I have to sweat, or I'm done in 2 minutes in the game. And after that whole phase, now we're dealing with hackers. They're always getting worse. Now it's come to console. Now console gamers are hacking. It's just. You saw that TikTok, right? You know how the hackers were giving everybody level 1000, everything unlocked and all that?
Yeah.
They said that was the fastest patch that they have come out with for a hack since Warzone was released. And the reasoning made perfect sense. Why would they want to shut that down? Because once somebody gets everything unlocked with prime camos and everything, why buy Cold War? Why keep playing that? Why buy things? I already have everything. So once you start cutting into their dollar, then they care. So that just shows you right there, like, they really could give a damn less, like.
Yeah. So I uninstalled it because the past couple of months, like I just an update will come out, I get hyped up, I go play it, and I just remind myself, like I'm reminded about how much I like don't really like it anymore. Like ever since the Cold War update, it just hasn't felt the same. I think to me a big issue is like we're going back in time. Like it doesn't make sense to go back in time. They're adding older weapons, and then they have to like nerf stuff and buff stuff to make them compete with modern weapons. And like I'm like, they're gonna do that with World War II also?
Yep.
How the hell are they gonna make that happen? It's gonna feel so stupid running around with like an M1 Grand,
Well, and the thing is, like, okay, so we went from Modern Warfare, now we're at Cold War, and now you're going to go to World War II. So you're talking, you went from Modern Warfare guns where you have all these crazy attachments you could do because it's modern age.
Yeah.
Now we're resorting back to Tommy guns with 50-round drums and,
like
maybe a glass sight on it. Like,
a bayonet,
what are we doing here? Yeah,
what
a bayonet. Like,
there?
What are we doing? How is that going to So are they planning on wiping everything for Warzone? Are they planning on just stopping Warzone and saying, "Hey, here's a new thing now. There's a new BR for"?
I don't know.
I mean, honestly, I'm to the point now where it's just like, can Battlefield hurry up and come out? Like,
yeah. I mean, from my understanding, they're just coming out with a new map.
Which they should have did with Cold War.
Yeah, I think
you
they
look at
screwed up big time.
Fortnite changes the map almost every season now. Like,
I almost would rather they do that, where like they just change things up. Like maybe one section of the map is completely different now. Like if they do that once a season, like it would keep things fresh enough. Yeah. They can add things, and then if something doesn't work, like I mean, like the biggest waste of time I think they did was that stupid train, man.
The subway, yeah.
People use it for like a day. The subway. Yeah. Well, no, not the train, the subway. You're right, the subway.
Yeah, the subway. Nobody used it. The only thing cool they did with that subway was when they put the Easter egg in there, where you could get to the special location, get the blueprint, and come out with a bag of cash. But typically, when you did that, by the time you had even gotten through the Easter egg and all that, the zone had already closed, and that was pre-patched to where it would put you in the circle at the next subway stop. So you'd ride the subway right into the gas, and then you were dead. It was like, this is stupid.
I took it like once or twice and died, and I was like, this is stupid. Why did they add this to the game?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like with how much money they've made, like even like Fortnite, like we said, like you don't have to change the whole map. Maybe just blow up a section of it and then change it. Like, that's all you got to do.
I just feel like everything they've done with it is so boring. Like add like an aquarium area. You can go like into like a little aquarium and like shoot each other, or like just stuff like that.
Swimming is a thing on Cold War now. Why don't we have like some sort of swimming part of the map? Why don't we fill the ravine or the valley, whatever it's called, up? Like, come on, like change something up here. Now I saw they were thinking about. Somebody on TikTok said that they were going to add airplanes into the game. Like that's great.
I saw that. Yeah, I mean, I see so many things on TikTok. They're talking about doing this, talking about doing that. But the one thing that stood out to me was like somebody made a TikTok and they were talking about how the statistics are going, and they said since the announcement of like hacks coming to console, they've seen like a 30% decrease in player base on console. And they said that right now, about 1/3 of the Warzone player base is inactive. It's like it's going downhill fast. It just takes one good game to come out, and it's gonna hurt it big time.
Yeah, well, and you see a lot of big content creators kind of throwing it out there that like, hey, like I'm gone if you guys don't like. I mean, we saw on TikTok, was it last week? Lucci made a post saying like, if you guys don't change anything, I'm gone. Like I've already given you guys this many views. You know, even Nick and Tim the Tap Man, you know, they're throwing their opinions out there saying like, you know, it's trash. They're over it. You know, it's a dying game for sure, which is sad because I really enjoyed it early on.
Yeah.
And now it's just changed. It's just different.
Sorry, I'm just posting my last TikTok for the day real quick.
No, you're good. I completely get it.
You
got TikTok o'clock is what we call it. Mine always lands towards the beginning of my stream. So we call it TikTok o'clock. The chat will hear my alarm go off and say, "Oh, okay, he's uploading to TikTok. It's cool."
But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like Activision is kind of like they're just putting enough effort in to like try and keep it from dying right away, you know. But other than that, I feel like by now they've got to decide. All right, it's time to like cut loose ends, and we're gonna go start working on a new Warzone, because this is you know, the whole anti-cheat argument is really made the game just, I don't know. Everybody's got something to complain about, and it seems like the main thing people complain about is anti-cheat. And I mean, there's no like magical solution to it. It has to be built in from the beginning.
Yeah.
I made a TikTok responding to Big Rob Energy, but I haven't posted it because I just like, I don't know, I just haven't found like a good time to post it. But he was saying that if Halo announced a battle, like if that their game had anti-cheat, that they would gain so many more players. And I was like, yeah, right, dude. They made their multiplayer free to play, and like, there's no way they're gonna put money to an anti-cheat. And even if they, and I was like, unless they do the Valorant thing and like gun skins cost like $100, like there's just no way, you know?
Yeah.
But because I know he loves Halo, but I'm like, yeah, this is not gonna happen. Like, it's cool to think about, but I'm just like, the amount of, you see how much Valorant had to go through to make it happen, you know? And it's like, so there's people who from the beginning were like, I don't like this game because of how much permission you have to give it on your computer, you know? But I mean, that's the level of like anti-cheat you have to keep hackers out. And even then, I've heard here and there people like they get banned right away. Like as soon as like they get into a lobby and people find out they're hacking, they're gone. But the fact that people could still get in with something is crazy.
Yeah, and there's just the anti-cheats are, and that's the thing too. Anti-cheats are only gonna provide a blanket for so many different hacks. You know what I mean? There's always going to be somebody getting through somehow doing something. But would it help, you know, decrease getting in the lobby with a hacker? For sure. Like at this point in Warzone, it's almost like I encounter a hacker like at least once every 1 in 10 games. You know what I mean? It's every day. It's a guarantee of just when am I going to get in a hack lobby? When am I going to get in with a hacker? You know?
Yeah.
And even then, it's getting so hard to the point now with like that Cronus thing for console players. It's almost hard to even tell if they're hacking because that just helps them out enough. You know what I mean? It's
I can't remember who I had somebody on. I can't remember exactly who it was, but they were talking about how somebody did like a deep dive on these Cronus things and just different hacks and stuff like that, and that Activision actually has like money into that stuff. So it's like either way they're making money. They don't care.
Jeez, you see, that's bad business.
It's super shady, man. It's like for them, I'm not saying it's a win-win, but for them, it's like they just, it's not bad enough losing money-wise that they're like, all right, we have to do something right now. It's like, okay, you know, like we could definitely make sure to do something about this with the next one, but we're just gonna let this thing that everybody cares about just fester, you know? And it's like, bro, it's sad because I had said, I think I commented on Lucci's thing, and I said it's sad to see the game in this state because for a lot of us, this is the game that got us through COVID. Like
Yeah.
this distracted us, you know.
That's the truth. Yeah, that's the truth. They released Warzone like right before the whole lockdown and everything,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly. It was
It's like March. Yeah.
yeah. It was definitely the game that got me through, and with for me personally, and I know a lot of people like Lucci and all them, Warzone was the game that kind of made us on Twitch. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It was the one. It was our biggest content producer. It was, everybody was doing the loadout TikToks. Everybody was just, posting funny clips. And to go from the greatness that it was to the pile of dog crap that it is now is just, it's crazy how you can drive a probably $1 billion earning game into the ground like that. So
Yeah. It's
but
yeah. I finally just uninstalled it. I've been having fun just playing whatever. I've been playing Power Washer Simulator. That's fun.
Power wash, you had your power washing thing. Oh my!
I had a couple hundred people
my.
watch me power wash a dirty ass playground yesterday. Like it's literally just like we're joking the whole time. We're like, God damn, man, what these kids do to this place? And there's like mud and like it looks like peanut butter smeared all over the place, and I'm just power washing it, you know. And it's got like a career mode, so you like upgrade your power washing equipment, and
that's crazy, dude. There's a simulator for everything out there now.
Yeah,
I'm surprised there's not a streaming simulator, like streaming inside of a stream. Like